up and coming, 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 up and coming. I'm that new chick, don't you wanna hate?
She's
up
coming.
And coming, up 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 and coming. They try to come for me, but I never take the bait. Joan Confession, Joan Confession, Joan Confession, Joan Confession, Joan Confession, Joan Confession. Take a few lessons on being you and staying true. Oh, that's all to it. Alright.
Joan is in the building. Love it or just hate. Either way, I'm still great. How you doing, everyone? Damn. Y'all know I'm a little more energetic than this. I won't say I'm hungover because I didn't drink last night. I'll say I'm high over because I did smoke. Let me tell y'all about my name. Yeah, I know y'all like, what is she wearing? This is just, to be honest with you, actually this is just something I threw on. Because y'all know me, I walk around naked. But I wanted to do a video, so I just threw this on. I just feel real mellow and relaxed right now. Maybe I still got some weed in my system from this morning. I'm going to tell y'all about my night. I had a real fun night. And it's funny because, alright, today is Sunday. I had a fun Saturday night. So listen, my original plan Saturday was to go down Old City. But when I went to the salon, when I went to the nail salon or whatever, one thing about me, y'all know me, I have a, well, I didn't realize this, but a lot of people be telling me this, so I guess it's the truth. But I have a bubbly personality. But you know, like I said, I never noticed it. I just feel like I just be being myself. I don't, I don't try. I just be being me. But people be like, oh, you real bubbly and da 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 da. I was like, oh, am I? So anyway, I went in the I'm just gonna tell you about my Saturday. So started off, I said, you know what? I want a new look, cause y'all know me. The red hair. Oh, I'm gonna always go back to red hair. That red hair with them curls. That's my signature look. But I'm like, you know what? It's springtime. I want to switch it up. So I decided to go blonde. At first, I didn't like it, but it grew on me. But it's like everybody around me is obsessed with it and they love it, especially the men. Oh my God. But at first, I didn't like it. But like I said, but now it's like, ooh. But and then with it. I don't know what's iffy because sometimes I get clocked, sometimes I don't get clocked. Today I got clocked, today I didn't. Look, y'all know I don't care about stuff like that. But when it happens, I'll be like, I'm gonna get into that now. But so anyway, I went to the salon. Now when I went to the salon, I was dressed down. When I say dressed down, basically, I guess you could say look more like a boy, but not a boy because I'm still a transsexual. You know, I still got my boobs and stuff that wrong in me. I still got this curvy body and everything, but I'm basically dressed down. Like I had my hair, and I had it like my real hair. I had it wrapped with a stocking cap on, and then I had a hoodie on. Some sweatpants with some flip-flops. Yeah, I was dressed down. And it'd be funny because when I be dressed down, I'll be saying to myself, I pray and hope I don't run into nobody that watch me on YouTube. Because they gonna be like, well, damn, Joe, what happened to you? Even though y'all know I don't care. That's why I give y'all the real me on my channel. I don't just come here, all dialed up every time. Sometimes I come here looking a hot mess. Because, that's the reality of the situation. You gonna have times when you look a hot mess. So anyway, and yesterday I looked at a hot mess. Like I said, I looked at crazy. But I went to the salon or whatever. And I guess because I have a bubbly personality, I made like 3, associates. New associates in the salon. But okay, all right, let me tell you. So anyway, when I walked in over there, I was like, hey, what's going on? Because I ain't see you in a minute. She was like, yeah, where you been at? This lady that always do my nails, But the reason why I haven't been there because it's just so far. Sometimes I don't be feeling like taking that ride all the way down there. But yesterday I said, I'm gonna do it Saturday. I'm gonna turn up, so I'm gonna go, do my girly duties. So long story short, she was doing some lady lashes, and somehow me and the lady ended up talking, and she was telling me she was having an event tonight for LGBT. Okay, yeah, I was like, ooh, tell me more. And basically she was saying, like, she took a lot of young gay people, like that's young and gay, and maybe these parents disowned them or something. But so she basically take them under her wing, like provide a place for them to come and hang out, you know, kind of like a family. And she said it's like 16 and up, because, you know, if anything under 16, you may think you know your sexuality, but you may not, but you may do, but who knows. So she said she take them 16 to 18 or something like that. Anyway, she had like 4 of them, and basically she just needed some she wanted some gay adults, you know, to help them, just be a shoulder for them to lean on, you know, be there for them or whatever. And you know, I thought about it. I was like, this could be good, because, you know, when I was a young, you know, gay boy, I wish I had someone like me to look up to, you know, to help me accept myself more. So if I could offer that to someone else, that would mean a lot to me. So I was like, you know what, why not? So, you know, I was talking to her, whatever. She was like, yeah, because we got, what she said, we got a few lesbians. And she's like, but we don't have no gay male. And I was like, oh, let me tell her to say. Because like I said, I was dressed down. And it's crazy, when I'm dressed down, people be still thinking I'm a girl now. I don't understand it. Well, I am a transsexual, what I'm talking about. But basically, I don't be dialed up. Y'all know how it is when y'all have your off day. Y'all just look rough. And when I look rough, I be feeling like I look more so on the boy side. But guys be still trying to hit on me. They be like, come here, ma, and everything. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, my hair ain't done. I got a stocking cap on and a hoodie. And they still, you know, see me as a girl. I said, that's good. But anyway, like I said, you know, I looked at more so on the butch side yesterday. So she was like, yeah, she was like, we don't have no gay male. I was like, oh, okay, let me stop you right there. You know, that's what I was like, I'm actually a transsexual. I'm transitioning. I was like, but I can understand why you just probably thought I was a gay male, because I'm dressed down right now. But I was like, on a regular basis, this is, you know, I'm a little more well put together. And she was like, oh, okay, well, that's even better. I was like, okay. And she was like, yeah. She was like, I was like, well, long story short, she was like, this is my first event. It's $5 to get in, and blah, 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 blah. So I said, you know, I want to go. And one thing about me, when I tell, unlike some people, when I tell somebody I'm going to do something, I do it by all means. So I was like, I'm going to go. I'm definitely going to go. I'm like, you know, my original plan was just to go out in the old city and party and blah, 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 blah. But when I found out about this event, I mean, I'm like, it can actually be beneficial to someone else. And, you know, I can actually help somebody. So I'm all for helping people. So I'm like, okay, I'm there. I'm going to go. So she was like, it's from 7 to 12. I was like, all right. So, you know, got back in, took my shower, you know, got dialed up. And it's funny, because I was late as hell. She said it was 7 to 10. I didn't get there till 11:05. Like, yeah, like literally fashionably late. But it's funny, because I think a lot of people maybe think I'll be purposely trying to be late. But I really don't. It just always happens like that. And I think because I'm a procrastinator. Like, I will admit, I'm the first to say I'm a big procrastinator. But I still, you know, I still get where I need to go when I need, you know. But anyway, so, you know, when I got dressed or whatever, so I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, damn, it's late. They probably shutting down and stuff, and then they probably not even going to have the party no more. I go, what I'm going to do when I'm heading out, I'm going to call her and ask her, does she still want me to come? If so, then I'm just going to go. But if she don't answer, or if she don't want me to come, I'm just going to go to Old City. So, you know, when I was leaving out, I called her. She didn't answer. So I was like, you know, I'm going to call 2 more times, and then I'm going to send a text. Like, well, the 3rd time I called her, I think she answered. She was like, hey, Joan. I was like, hey, what's going on? Are you still having a party? She was like, yeah, it's not too late for me to come now. And she was like, no, I'm actually heading out on my way now. She was like, all right, come on, yeah. It was like 10, like maybe 10 something, 10 or something when I was leaving out. So I got there like 11:05. It was like in West Philly or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm on my way. She was like, all right. So I came, I came there, whatever, and she looked cute. She looked real nice. She had these heels on. She had a head on. She looked nice. And, she liked how I look or whatever. And it was a bus. The party was a bus. I'm like, you would think by that time, 11:05, by the time I got there, you would think it'd be popular. You'd think a bunch of people be there. You'd think, people probably turning down at that time. But, she was like, a lot of people didn't show up. A lot of people that I expected didn't show up or whatever. So, I kind of understand. I know how it is, like, when you have something and you want a lot of people to come and they don't come and you pissed off. Like, it ain't nothing worse than having unreliable people in your circle. So, yeah, you might want to take care of that if you have them. So, I was like, all right, well, look, one thing about me, I am the party. So, granted, it was a bus. Everybody was like wallflowers sitting around and stuff. She was introducing me to everybody, I loved it. I love my gays. So, I was, embracing everybody with open arms or whatever. So, the food, I went to go, I got some food. What did I get? I actually, that was, I've been doing good with my detoxing and everything and my clean eating. But, I splurged tonight. I was like, it's the weekend. Well, I made an attempt to splurge, but I got a hot dog, a sausage, and some, basically everything else was pretty much eaten. And I got some Swedish meatballs. And I took one bite out of the sausage. It was cold. I'm like, took a bite out of the hot dog. I didn't even swallow it. I just spit it out with a napkin because it was just so cold. I didn't even know if it was beef or turkey. I was like, I'm not letting this into my body. So, I spit it out in the napkin. I ate a few of the meatballs, but after a while, I'm like, damn, this is beef. I don't really like eating beef that much because I don't know if you know, but when you eat beef, before you digest it, it rots in your stomach. So, yeah, that's why I don't really eat cheeseburgers and stuff. If I do, like I have time, once in a blue I may want a burger, but for the most part I try to stay away from them. So, I ate a few meatballs or whatever, then after that I just started eating the sauce of meatballs. I got something against sauce. I love sauce. So after that, I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, I need it. I'm about ready to go, but I said I can't go yet. I gotta get this party popping. And I'm thinking, in my head, I said, God, brought me into this, around this lady for a reason, because God know how I am. I'm the party. And I said, so, I'm going to bless this party, and then I'm going to make my way to Old City. So, like I said, it was like maybe one or two people on the dance floor. She was on the dance floor dancing and stuff. So, I obviously went down there on the dance floor. I was in my own little bubble dancing. And, like, she was dancing, a few other people was dancing, but for the most part, everybody was standing around. I said, no, this, I said, it looked like a straight club, because that's how it be in a straight club. Straight clubs, everybody, the guys standing around, on the wall, thinking somebody going to come give them a wall, and then the girls, they just posted up somewhere looking cute, because they don't want to mess up their little dress or their heels or something. I said, this ain't about to be like that. I'm about to get this joint started. So like I said, everybody was standing around on the wall. There was like a few people on the dance floor. So I went up to her, and I whispered to her. I was like, you want to do a Soul Train live? Y'all know me, I love on the runway. I was like, we all just do runway or dance, whatever y'all want to do. She was like, sure, why not? So I started going around whispering everybody ear saying we about to do a Soul Train live. She was telling everybody. So everybody stood around. And, I started it off, bam. I was so mad that I didn't have my camera. Well, listen, let me tell y'all. I actually did have my camera, but I left my memory card home. Yeah, so I couldn't record. I was pissed. Because it was a great night. Oh, my goodness, it would have been some amazing footage I would have for y'all. I hate when that happened. But at least I can tell y'all about it. So, so I started doing a little runway or whatever. They was all hype or whatever. So then everybody else started, coming down on Soul Train line doing their turn. It was fun. Like, they was just having fun on that whole little thing. Then people started dancing, coming down on Soul Train line and stuff. Now, y'all know me. I be trying to keep it PG, but I can't help it. I'm just a sexual person. I don't, I'm a sexual person. So, like I said, I tried to keep it PG. I was like, I'm not going to dance. I'm just going to keep hitting the runway. But when I noticed, everybody stopped doing the runway and they just started dancing, I was like, okay, I guess I got to follow the movement. So, when it came came back to me, and I had to walk in a Soul Train line. I put my, and it was funny because everybody, they must have knew something was about to, they must have knew I was about to tear it out. They was like, oh shit, I heard somebody go, oh shit. I took my purse off, you know, I set my phone down, and whatever else I had, I set it right in the middle of the little Soul Train line or whatever, in the middle of the floor, and I started killing it. So, you know, I just started, you know, I started dancing. You know, I was twerking. I'm sorry, you guys. Like I said, I be trying to keep it PG, but I don't know, when the music just gets in my system, I can't resist it, and the music just takes me to a place that I had no intentions on going, but I'm going anyway. And that's what happened. Because that song it was that song with Eve and DMX, when they were like, they were like, damn. Let's go, let's go. East Coast, let's do fortune. Damn, I don't know the words. But basically that song with Eve and DMX came on, and it was just so, you know, it was just so hype. And I'm like, it's no way I could not jiggle this ass to this song. So, you know, I started just making that clap, making that doing that zell, you know, twerking or whatever, doing my thing. And then, you know, it was funny because I, like, walked past everybody in a little line, you know, and I made, like, eye contact. It was just fun. I killed it. I really killed it. They loved it. Then it was funny. This is what I mean when I said I was going to tell you earlier about what I mean about getting clout. Because I don't think, you know, I think a lot of people there, I don't know, maybe they knew, maybe they didn't know, maybe they knew they was trying to be respectful, I don't know, but, you know, when I went outside, you know, a lot of girls and stuff, you know, after that, you know, after all that died down, whatever, I was like, okay, my deeds are done, I blessed the party, so, you know, I was getting ready to leave or whatever, so when I went outside, you know, she was standing outside with a few other people or whatever, and then the security guard lady, she was talking, she was like, listen, I'm not no lesbian or nothing, but girl, your ass was moving, I just wanted to smack it. So I was cracking up, so I was like, you could have smacked it, I wouldn't care. I was cracking up, but, you know, I'm thinking back in my head, I was like, she said she's not a lesbian. I was like, oh, she must not know tea, she must think I'm real fish. Which you know, I am. I'm just a real fish for that. You know, just like him. But, I was like, oh, okay, you know, so, you know, I was talking to a few people outside, whatever. So then I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm about to leave. I was like, thanks for having me. She was like, thanks for coming. She was like, you know, I'm glad you got it jumping. I was like, oh, thank you. She was like, I was like, it's fun. It was fun. I really enjoyed myself. You have another event or whatever. If you want something else, have something else you know, you need people to come to and attend, just hit me up. She was like, all right. So, you know, I left her with her. She was like, be safe. I'm like, yeah, So, at this point, I'm like, you know, I said, the night is still young. It was like, I think maybe 12. I think it was 12 at that time. Yeah, midnight. Yeah, it was. It was like 12, 13. So I said, you know, I'm going to Old City. You know, my night just began, and I'm going to Old City. And that's what I did. I went to Old City. The party with the white people. Who called me? Hold on. Oh, this is my cousin. It's a favorite little cousin. He know who he is. If you're watching this, favorite little cousin, I'm going to call you back. Let me finish this video. But, where was I at? So, oh yeah, I left the party. I went down to Old City. I went down to Old City and, yeah, so, okay, you know, this is what I say. I don't be, look, this is why I don't care about getting clocked. I don't be trying to not get clocked. I just be trying to look nice. You know, if I like what I see, if I'm comfortable with my image before I leave out, then that's good enough for me. Whether I'm not passable or whether I am passable, I'm not one of those type of transgenders. You know, because even if I was 100% passable, I still would be walking around telling people, I got that. You know, but I'm not just, you know, I wouldn't just put it out there like that, but if somebody was trying to holler, I'll let them know from the door, I got a Jack and I like to use it. But anyway, I walked into 7-Eleven and this fucking asshole guy was walking up to me. He's like, what's up, my dude? Yeah, I don't know if he was trying to show off in front of his friends or what. He was like, "What's up, my dude?" And y'all know me, I'm immune to ignorance. That didn't even buzz me. I didn't even, like I said, I didn't even acknowledge him. But, I kind of acknowledged him. You know, if that makes sense. I didn't look his way enough, and I just kept on going. Because I was like, I was tired a little bit. Because, I had my little heels on, and I was all the way in freaking West Philly, and now I'm down in Old City. So, my feet was hurting a little bit. So, I just kept on walking. I didn't even look his way. And then I heard his friends, his little friends he was with or whatever. He was like, and then this is the funny part, because I don't know if y'all ever been to Old City, but Old City is like a lot of white people. And if you find somebody black, it's like you ever meet black people that's like, they talk white and act white. I love them kind of black people. I love all kinds of people, actually. But and you'll find some good people. You'll find everything in their Old City. It's very unisex. But for the most part, it's like more of a I guess I won't say a suburban area, but more of a upscale area versus going to one of these little holes in the walls or like a spot in North Philly or something. But anyway, he was like one of them black dudes that talk white. And he was like, "Hey, my dude," like, maybe he wasn't trying to be smart or what, I don't know. I don't know if he thought this was a costume. I don't know what was going on. But like I said, I ignored him, and then I heard, his little posse, I heard one of the guys say, "I told you they ain't no dude, she just tall." So, I just, like, I didn't even pay none of them no mind. I just kept ignoring. I'm like, why do it matter? Why is y'all worried about it? I don't want none of y'all. But anyway, I went to Old City. I went to a few spots. And one thing that I do love, oh my God, is, because on my ID, my ID says female. So, and I actually like it like that because, believe it or not, transgenders, we have to deal with a lot of, prejudiced people. Like they be hating them. If they find out, you were tranny or whatever, they start shading you. Well, not all the time, but sometimes, especially when you going in the club and you give me your ID and they read it or whatever. So it was funny because when I went in, I be hype whipping out their ID. So it was funny because I was going in this one club or whatever, and then this guy, like, he was looking, like I could see the lust in his eyes, but I could also tell it was that, that unsurety in his face. Like he wanted me, but he didn't know if he should be wanting me. So once I gave him my ID, and I guess once he read it and saw that it said female, he was like, "Oh, so this is a female. She's just tall." So all of a sudden I guess caught himself trying to warm up to me. He was like, "Enjoy the party, sexy." So, because like when I walked up or whatever, I saw him lusting in his eyes or whatever, but he was being real ignorant at first. He was being real, because like I said, you could tell he wanted me, but I guess he wasn't sure if I was 100% female, so he didn't know whether to embrace me or shade me. So, of course, what anybody else that's ignorant would do, they would shade you. So he was shading me at first, like when I walked up. He was like, ID, please, before I could say anything. He just said, ID. Because I was actually just, y'all know me, I was going to walk right past, so I'm a rattle. But I was going to walk right past, so when he sat down, he must be a male, sir. So I pulled my ID or whatever. So once he looked at my ID, I guess he saw the gender said female. He wanted to, be all, warming up to me and shit. No, bitch. I'm cool. So, but they wanted $10, and it was funny because that guy, he really wanted me to come in his club. Like I guess he liked my look, and he knew I guess people could tell who's going to get the party jumping and who's not. And I guess he could tell, oh yeah, this look like a bundle of fun. So, when I was about to go in, he was like $10. I was like, oh, not I. He was like, all right. He was like, I'll go down for $5 for you. I was like, no. He was like, $2. I was like, listen, it's not about the money. I don't have cash on me. And I was like, and I don't feel like going around looking for no ATM. So he was like, well, $2. He was like, what did he say, $2? He was like, I took a lot off for you. I took $8 off for you, man. He was like, $2. He's like, that's a deal. I was like, yeah, I know it is, but no thank you. So I walked away. He was calling me when I was walking, but I left. Like, no, you ain't about to get my horn. Like, I'm about to get your party jumping. So, I left and I went to, yes, I gotta tell you, I went to this another place or whatever, and the guy at the door, he welcomed me. He was like, no cover. It was this white guy, and I guess a lot of people was leaving that club because they sticking in here with $10. It wasn't no problem, but I don't like to keep cash on me. I wasn't trying to go on no dummy mission looking for ATMs and stuff, so I was like, bump all that. So, like I said, when I was walking out the club next door to him was like, no cover. So I guess he was getting everybody that was leaving that club. I guess that's probably why he wanted me to come in here desperately, because he knew I had other options. So when he said, I'm like, okay, you say no more. I went right in that club. And I went to the bathroom. There was this black guy. I don't want to say I'm racist. It was this black guy down there or whatever. So when I walked out, he was like, "What's up? What's up?" So he was like, "What's up? Come here." He was like standing in the men's bathroom, and I was across, coming out the women's. I was like, "No, you want me? You come to me." So he walked over to me. He was like, what's up with you? He was like, you got some nice lips. Can I see what them lips do? I was like, you sure can. I ain't come out here on that. I was like, you fucking tripping. And then I walked up the steps. So, I felt me a little, like, it always takes it. I'm not even gonna go there. But like I said, I walked upstairs. I felt me a little spot, because it was a little mirror, but it was like a lady there, and I guess that she was with her dude or whatever. And I was, one thing y'all need to do in clubs is invest in more mirrors, because I like to be in front of a mirror dancing. But the mirror that they had there, it was like where the tables and chairs was at, and somebody was sitting in there, and like I said, the lady was there with her boyfriend. So I was like standing up in front of the mirror trying to dance, but then I kind of felt awkward because her dude was, kept giving me the side, and she giving me the side, I guess thinking I'm trying to seduce her dude or something. So I said, let me just move. So I ended up moving or whatever. So the same black guy that I met downstairs in the freaking bathroom, he comes up to me. He's talking about some, can I have a dance? I said, beans that make me dance. He was like, and then, he just had like a stuck look on his face. Then he kind of like walked off, and then it was funny because right after that, this heavy set guy, he came up and he was like dancing. I could tell he wanted to dance with me. So, I let him know it's okay, we can dance. So, I started, dancing with him a little bit. And then a black guy saw him over there in the cut looking, and, and he was mad. He was hot. And he knew my tea. And I was waiting for him. Oh, bitch, I was going to turn that motherfucker upside down. I thought he was going to do some scandalous shit and go telling everybody, that's a man you dancing with. Because he mad because I ain't giving him no fucking play. I was just waiting, bitch. I was waiting because I kept cutting my eyes over there at him. And, he was like making some kind of noise. Like, I guess like laughing. Like some kind of laughing was like, I guess, I don't know if he was laughing because he didn't know if the people that I was dancing with knew that I was TS, trans or whatever. So I guess maybe he felt that funny. So I don't know why he was making that noise he was making. But like I said, you could come over here with that bullshit if you want, trying to fucking expose me, and then I'm gonna expose your motherfucking ass and tell them how you was just trying to get a dick suck from me downstairs. I'm gonna tell everybody. I'm gonna tell the DJ to stop that motherfucking music. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna get on the bitch. Y'all know I'm crazy. Snatch that fucking mic and let the show begin. But like I said, crazy, no crazy. He must have felt it, sensed it in my ear or and felt it like, oh, I ain't gonna fuck with her. So he stayed away from me. So after that, it was this little Indian guy, and he was just the whole time I noticed he like next to me dance. I'm like, do you want to dance? So you know me. I'm not a superficial person. I spread love to anybody. So I started dancing with him. I was working it, and y'all know me. I'm a real sexual person, and it looked like soft porn the way I was dancing on the guy. And I noticed, a lot of people was looking at me, but I try not to, I try not to pay attention to it, because I know once I pay attention to it, I'm going to start caring, and then I'm going to start being self-conscious on what I'm doing, then I'm going to stop. So I didn't even try to register who all was looking at me, but I just noticed, like, when I was dancing or whatever, when I would look, then I would see a lot of feet. Like a feet and stuff, but like I said, I just ignored it. So, after that I stopped dancing, so I started trying to talk to the little, I don't think he was Indian. He was like Arabian or something, or Ethiopian. He was cute too. I was trying to talk to him. I was like, "Where you from?" But once I was trying to talk to him, I realized he didn't speak English. I'm like, "Damn." I was like, "Oh, never mind." So after that, this other white guy came up on me. And one thing I'm starting to know: a lot of white guys like backing it up on you. I'm thinking to myself, is this a guy? I've been wondering. I'm like, do they be knowing, and do they be trying to do the dick, or is that just how white guys like to dance? I don't know, but I noticed like a lot of white guys that would come up to me and be trying to dance, they would end up turning around, backing their ass up on me. This one white guy, if he was only taller, I probably would have gave him my number, but he was just too short. He was like, but he had a nice little thick body. He had like this little suit on or whatever. And I was copping my feels while he was dancing. I was feeling squeezing his ass and stuff. But it was funny because I just started thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, why don't they keep backing their ass up? Why do they keep backing their ass up? Do they know T? Or is that just how white guys dance? I don't know. So this one white guy, he wanted me to back it up on him. So I turned around and made an attempt to back it up. I didn't even get it started. I just started vibrating a little bit. He was like, "Oh, I can't handle you." He was like, "I can't handle you." I'm ready to back it up. Or whatever. So after that, so the guy that that approached me downstairs when I went to the bathroom, he seen me dancing with all these guys and stuff. So I guess he was feeling some kind of way, like, how she giving all them dances? So he came back up to me and going to whisper in my ear. He was like, "Can you sit on my lap?" I said, "Hell no, niggas, you crazy?" And y'all know I don't like to use that nigga word, but I used it with him because that's what you was acting like. Like he was just irking me. I was like, "Well, you dancing with this person and that person." I said, "Yeah." And this person and that person was also respectful. They didn't try to approach me like some type of whore, asking me to suck their dick. So once I said that, he cleared my presence. So, like, leave me alone. So, long story short, I had a great night, Was there any more highlights of the night? Let me tell you about this. Yeah, on my way home. I don't know if guys just think every tranny is, a hoe or what. Like, but y'all need to start being more respectful in y'all approach. I was on my way home or whatever, and this guy, he came up and pulled up alongside of me. He was like, "What's up, Mom? You need a ride?" I was like, "No, I'm cool." He was like, "You sure you too sexy out here to be walking?" And at this point, I had my heels in my hand. I had my flip-flops on. So I'm like, "Oh, what the hell?" So I was like, "All right, sure, why not?" So I got in the car or whatever. And soon as I got in the car, I noticed he took his fucking hand and put it in his seat. So when I sat down, I could sit on his fucking hand, but I guess I sat down so fast he couldn't really do it like he wanted to, so I kind of like got like maybe the tip of his finger or something. I'm like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Damn, I ain't even getting in the car yet, and you already trying to be on some freak shit." I'm like, "What type of time is you on?" I'm like, "Is you giving me a ride, or is you being thirsty?" He's like, No. He's like, "I give you a ride where you at, da, 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 da." So when I told him where I lived there, he was like, "Oh, that's too far. That's too far. What I'm going to get?" He was like, "What I'm going to get and return." So me, I said, I like to play mind games with people. I let them think they about to get something or they about to get their way, and it'll be a whole different story. So I was like, I'm gonna play this little mind game with him. I was like, "Well, what you want?" He was like, "I'm trying to get a dick slap." I'm like, "All right, well, you drop me off, I got you." And then, first of all, what I was going to do, I was going to get him to drop me off like a block away from my house, and I was going to get off that motherfucking car and keep it pumping. That's what I was just going to use him for a ride. So I was like, I'm like, okay, I got you, drop me off. I got you. Like, no, but you was like, we gonna do this before I drop you off. I was like, no, you're not about to park out in no. I was like, this is downtown. I was like, you crazy? You're not about to have me in behind nobody bars. You're not about to pull off somewhere, you know. And I feel more comfortable doing it in my place. He's like, no, you're not about to get me, da 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 da. I was like, let me get a clarification on everything. So in order for you to give me a ride, I gotta suck your dick. That's what you're telling me. He was like, yeah. I was like, you're a fucking jerk. I was like, you're an asshole. Pull the fuck over. I'm getting up out this bitch. You know, I was like, cause I really right now don't have no respect for you, and I feel like spitting in your fucking face. He was like, damn, why you gotta be like that, bye? Why you gotta be like that? He was like, you too, what he say? You too pretty to be so angry and aggressive. I said, no, fuck all that. I was like, you's a fucking idiot. You's a creep. Like, no, you's a fucking jerk. Let me go. Like, no. So he was like, all right. He was like, I'm pull up in the corner. So he was like, can I get a hug? I was like, no. So when he pulled up or whatever, I noticed he opened his car door. He was like, don't worry, baby, I got you. Like, he wanted to open my end of the door. I'm like, no, that's fine. I can open it myself. But when I open it or whatever, you know, he walking up to me. So I'm like, what's about to go down? So I'm getting out the car or whatever. He grabbing my arm. He was like, can I get a hug? I'm like, what do you want? Like, he pulling me to me wanting a hug or whatever. He's like, I want a hug from the back. I was like, get off of me. So somehow he ended up getting this hug that he wanted. You know, because he had like a little beer hug over me. And, you know, my back was turned, so my ass was on. So he was like, twerk on my dick. I said, if you don't let me go right now, I'm about to elbow the shit out of you right in your fucking jaw. So he let me go. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's an asshole. So, you know, and then another thing about one thing about I don't know, Capricorns. I'm a Capricorn. And one thing about us, we like to have control. You know, we're very, you know, most of us are very dominant people, and we're leaders. So we like to take a lead and you know, instruct the crowd. And he's a Pisces. So in Pisces, I don't know. I kind of like Pisces. I never really had problems with Pisces, but one thing I know about Pisces, they got smart ass mouths. Like they like to argue, and you know I'm not the type of person that really like to argue. I'd rather bust you in your fucking mouth and then talk about it later and maybe make up, kiss and make up. But one thing about Pisces, they got a lot of mouth, and they very argumentative, and I guess I won't say all of them, but maybe the male Pisces, but they must like control too also. Cause like when I was like certain stuff I was saying, he had a problem with it. He's like, "What you think you calling shots?" Cause I was like, "Pull over right here, let me off this bitch." Like, there's a lot of shit going on in the car, but I'll just try to give y'all a summary. But I was like, "Pull over right here." I was like, "Let me off this car." He was like, "Pull over right here." Like, he was like, "What you think you calling shots?" Like, he had a I guess he used to being the dominant person and calling on the shots. So I guess when he had someone like me that's used to it, he couldn't take it. So he was like, trying to give order, like, bitch, you ain't about to order this one around. So anyway, long story short, like I said, I told him, I threatened him, I said, if you don't get off of me right now, I'm about to elbow the shit out you in your fucking jaw. He let me go. And then that was the end of it. So yeah, then I got home. When I came home. Because I was supposed to do this video last night when I got in. But I was preoccupied. So that's why I woke up and did it this morning. Because, when I got off the bus, this guy, he was following me. So I'm like, why is he? I'm like, is he following me? So one thing about me, I'm an aggressor. So if I want you, I'm gonna let it be known I want you. I'm coming after you. But I'm not gonna make it easy for you if you seeking me. No, I'm not gonna make it easy for you. You better show some aggression. You better take the initiative and go after what you want. And I kept looking back and I noticed this guy was like following me. So I turned around and I paused for like maybe 2 seconds, looking directly at him, like, if you want me, here's your chance. And he was just kind of like, not responsive. Like, I guess he didn't get it. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I turned around, you know, proceeded to go home. And then when I turned the corner, you know, I kind of like did a little skip a little bit. Because when I turned the corner before he turned the corner. So I hurried up across the street and then was walking down the street. So by the time he turned the corner, I could be halfway down the block. And he'd be like, well, damn, how that bitch get in there so fast? You know? So, when I turned the corner or whatever, I jogged a little bit across the street and went up a little bit, and he walked fast as hell. Before I knew it, he was coming around the corner. He was like, "Hey yo, hey yo!" So I turned around, look. So I was like, you know what? Let me just see what he wants. Because he was going to bust with me and everything. Let me see what he wants. I was like, you know, usually I don't like when people try to talk to me, it depends on what kind of mood I'm in or how they approach me. But I was like, because I don't like for my time to be wasted. If I stop and try to talk to you, and once I tell you you were training, and you be like, oh no, I'm cool, you basically wasted my freaking time. Like now. So I should try to avoid that and just keep it moving. But I was just kind of tired or whatever. I was like, let me just see let me see what this is about. I can use a little bit more entertainment before I go home. So I stopped, and you know, I just looked. So he came walking across the street. He was like, damn, you walk fast. He was like, what did he say? You ain't, I forget what he said. But, you know, basically me walking fast. But, you know, I was talking to him more or whatever. And he was making me laugh. You know, he was cool. He basically walked me all the way home. And then he told me he had some weed. He was like, you got a rap? I was like, oh, this was right on time. And I was like, yeah, I actually do. Because I smoked before I left. I was like, cool, why not come in? We can, I was like, cool, why not come in? We can smoke or whatever. And he must not be like, I don't know, he must not get out all somewhere because he was just fascinated by my place. I don't know why. It's not even all that big. He was like, yeah, get money. I'm like, what? He talking about? I'm like, oh shit, please. I'm like, oh okay. Yeah, this is nice. I like it. I'm like, but once I found out he lived with his family and stuff, I'm like, okay, maybe that's probably why. Because he, you know, I guess maybe he's just impressed by the fact that I got my own. I guess and it's nice and it's comfortable. I don't know. So you know, I started, rolling up, and my feet was hurting because I had them heels on. I was like, are you good at massages? He was like, yeah. I was like, can you massage my feet? He was like, sure. I said, oh, perfect. I said, God is so good to me. He knew what he was doing when he sent this man my way. So, I put my feet up on his lap or whatever. He was lotioning them down, massaging them while I was rolling up. It was just feeling so good. He was cool. He was real cool. He was a real cool person. So I realized, as once it progressed, I was like, damn. Do he even know my freaking thing? So I was like, but, if I go for people's vibes. If I felt like he had that type of vibe where he would act out once I tell him, he would never even got invited inside. But I think his vibe, I knew once I tell him, I didn't feel like he was a threat. So I'm like, I just tell him when I feel like something. And that's, I didn't think he was going to do anything anyway. So I told him, I'm a TS, right? He was like, no, but I don't judge. You look good. I don't care. I was like, oh, okay. So then that was that. Like I said, we was just chilling, smoking, and, I started reviewing my pictures that I had took within the course of the night. I was like looking at all of them, and some of them I was like editing, and some of them I just left alone. And I was getting his opinion on them. I was like, you like this one? Should I keep it this way, or should I edit it? Da, da, da. He was like giving me opinions and stuff or whatever. Like, he was real cool. Like, I liked him. So, I noticed he was like high. I was high too, because I could see his eyes getting low, and I know my shit was probably low. So I was like, you tired? He was like, yeah. I was like, what you want to lay down? He was like, yeah. I was like, well, yeah, you can go lay down. Then he was just weird, but I liked it though. I like weird people. I love people that's awkwardly social. Like I'm one thing about me. One thing that I like. I'm gonna tell you one thing that draws me to people that make me like people. It's confidence. I love somebody that's confident and that's aware they like that shine so bright. I love that. Confidence turns me on. And that's how Capricorns are now. We just love confident people. Like, we love people that's confident but not overly confident. Well, yeah, you can be overly confident. But if you, what's the word? I like confident people that's not full of themselves. I can't say that because I'm full of myself, but I'm not full of myself, if that makes sense. I love people like me that's full of themselves, but not full of themselves. There we go. People like that turns me on. And I like people that's weird. Like I like weird people. Like you know, and like every school, there's always that one person in a classroom that's, you know, off to the side, not sitting with nobody. They may have glasses, they may not have glasses, and they may just be quiet, and you know, and just be to themselves. And they may get picked on, or they just may be considered the nerd and nobody mess with them, or they only acknowledge them when they want to cheat on their test or something. You know, I like people like that. People that's like awkwardly, you know, weird. I'm that type of person that will take a desk and sit it next to you, and I'll be trying to get to know you. Like, oh, this person is, you know, they awkward. I love it. Like that's one thing about me. I'm drawn to awkwardness and confidence. I love that. I don't like people that's not confident. If you're not confident, I can't stand it. I don't like, because to me you're just a weak person, and I don't like weak people. I like people that's strong-minded, you know, that's leaders, you know, and that's full of love, you know, and give love as well as they should. And I feel like I'm right. I feel like I'm just talking too much now. But why did I bring that up? Oh yeah, because that's how he is. He's like socially awkward, but I like it. And he was cool. So when I said, you can lay down if you want. He was all hype and give me a hug all the time. I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, he was cool. And, you know, he ended up spending the night. He left this morning. So I was like, okay, when he leaves, I'll do this video. So that's why I'm talking to y'all now. He was cool. Oh, let me tell you, I'm so ratchet, y'all. Because look, one thing about me, I kind of did should I talk about this? No, I ain't gonna talk about that. Some things you gotta keep it. Some things to yourself. So I can go back out. Fuck it, I'm gonna talk about it. I don't know what I ate during the night or what happened, but I had gas, y'all. I had gas. Like I had it. Like my stomach was like hurting real bad. And don't you know when you get stomach hurting so bad, you think you gotta go to the bathroom? And I thought I had to go to the bathroom, but once I sat on the toilet and released, it was nothing but air. You know, it was gas. So it was a big behind fart. So I'm like, damn. So I'm saying to myself, shit, maybe I need to be alone tonight because I'm about to be in here farting up a storm, and I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody that's going to make me feel like I gotta hold my farting in. So you know, I was like, you know what, y'all know me, I keep it real. What you see is what you get. So I was like, all right, look, this is determined whether I'll let him spend the night or not. So I was like, I was like, do you mind if I pass gas? He was like, no, I don't care, go ahead, do you. He was like, okay. He should have never said that because I let it rip. I was like, Listen, I know it's disgusting, but I'm human, okay? Y'all all fart. So, yeah, like I had gas. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it could have been from. What did I eat tonight? I don't know. But yeah, I was like farting all night. Even when we was asleep, we was all cuddled up. And like, you know, he was like, you know, was behind me, was all cuffing me, you know, because I sleep naked. And he was naked because, you know, I don't like people sleeping in my bed with street clothes. So, you know, I know he felt it when I farted. I went, brrr, and like his dick was right there. I was dying. Oh my God. I think I was just too real sometimes. But look, I might look, if you want to spend the night, you gotta be able to tolerate this. So you know, some girls, they don't like let their men to know they fart or whatever. But why not? So you don't want your man to think you human? I'm human. Well, I guess it's, you know, classy and whatever. But so that's how that went down. So this was my Saturday night. So you know, I hope y'all enjoyed it. So yeah. Always remember, if the hate ain't stopping, then you're poppin'. Love y'all. Mwah.